Alright, I think we might be live. Let's give it a peek here. Need to do an audio check. Maybe. Not hearing any game volume. Give me a second. So I can hear my voice, but I don't hear any game audio. Maybe. Not hearing any game volume. What if I turn that up? Nope. And that help me. I can fix that too. Turn off that fan. Alright. Just waiting. Apologize for the delay. So I got volume coming through my speakers, so I know there should be volume. Alright, now I can hear volume. Fans off. That should be good. Okay. I'm going to turn on my side volume just a smidge so that I have a teensy bit of game audio here, but yeah, we should be good to go. Alright, so welcome back to the channel. It's BlackBeltGamers here, Spoofy, and I'm going to be going through all of the S ranks for the Nintendo World Championships NES Edition. I know there's a few videos out there already for it, but they're basically just a compilation of all the replays, and that's it. So for some of them, I realize that people might not be aware of what's actually happening, why they're able to do what they do, and that's what I'm going to try to change. So I'm going to basically play through my replays and give you some tips and tricks, and hopefully that'll help you out. So some of them are very short, like this one here. But your goal is to get the mushroom as fast as possible, so trying to keep it tight if you watch. So we're trying to clear the Goomba. We need to hit the box, get the mushroom to come out, but we're also changing our direction and looping around. Now, I tried to optimize this for the championship last week, so my time is pretty good, but you just need to be under 4 seconds to get an S rank. So as long as you can cut the corner sharp enough and grab the mushroom, you should be able to get an S rank pretty easy. Just throw a few attempts at it because it is a shorter one, and you should be able to get your S rank on that one. And this one I heavily optimized, so as far as I know you got to be under 2.3 to get an S rank. So, but when I was timing it out for my jumps, right here you want to grab that second coin and then jump, pull back so you drop back down, and then jump again. So you should be able to get it in 2 jumps, but you can do it in 3 jumps and still get your S rank. But you just want to pick out right here, by when I pick up that second coin, I jump, and they're half jumps, they're not full jumps. So you jump and let go of the button pretty early, but you don't just hold it and do full jumps. And then after you land, grab the 4th, I think it might be the 4th or 5th coin, do another jump, and then grab the rest of the coins, and that should get you your S rank. And step it up. This one, the hardest part is going to be just getting the whoops, that is not replay. So, but for this one, just run off right away, short jump over the pipe, jump over the Goombas. Now here's the hardest part. You're going to have to throw a few attempts at this, but jump off the pipe, and then you want to jump off the stairs without clipping. And if you manage to do that, then it should be pretty easy. It should only take 2 jumps. But if you can find a nice rhythm for you where you're jumping at the same time, you can start to space and look for your jumps so that you're jumping when you're on the front side of the box. About halfway, about right there. And then you can hit your next jump, and then you should be golden to get your S rank. So, block party. This one was a little bit harder. You need to hit all 5 blocks as quick as possible. I'm pretty sure the way I did it, I grabbed a couple of them and then had to double back, and I still got my S rank. You can do that way, or there's methods where you can try to hit all 5 in rapid order. This is another one you kind of have to just throw some attempts at until you get it. But if you get hit by the Goombas, you won't get your S rank anymore. Now this one's pretty easy to get your S rank. As far as I know, anything under 3.5 should be S rank, but as you're falling, once you get to about middle of the screen, you can start holding right. And as you fall, you'll slowly get closer and closer and closer to the bottom block. So right when you land, you're already somewhat under. And then when you get to the end, you're doing a full run, you're going to jump so that you hit the pipe to stop your momentum and immediately pull back. And then just run back. Should be a very easy S rank. This one is one that's very easy on execution. Halfway down, hold right, jump into the pipe, hold left. Very easy. Now this is a full run of 1-1. You cannot go down the pipe. So just jump and avoid everything, whatever method works best for you. It's pretty straightforward. Obviously the biggest time save at the end is going to be jumping up the stairs, just like the stair practice one. So once you get towards the end, it's the same idea. Jump, halfway on the stair, jump, and that should be your S rank. And break 20 blocks. Now, I made a mistake in mine because I hit the one that has the star in it, but you want to break as many blocks as you can as fast as possible. But you can just immediately run over here, and if you go to the left before the Koopa gets to you, you can not have to worry about jumping on any enemies. So I even had to double back because I went in with too much momentum, but as long as you keep breaking a brick every single jump, you should be fine. Because I think I was still getting S ranks even at 12 seconds. Alright, so this is just a speed run of 1-4. If you start with a full run and you never stop, you don't have to stop for any of these fire bars. The hardest spot is going to be right here. You got to fall, and as soon as you do, hit about a half jump because you want to land before you get to this next fire bar and jump immediately. So then you can clear that one too. And then there are hidden blocks in this room. There's 3 of them. So you want to go far to the right, because I think it's 3 tiles between the platform and the other hidden block. So then after that, you want to jump up to the girder and jump off the girder, and then you should get your S rank. This one is just a speed run of 4-1. Oop, I went to try it. So, jump the pipe. You can jump straight all the way up to this block and just fall right off. The spiny won't hit you. And from here, it's just hold right and run. And since this isn't the Mario All-Stars port, when you get to these piranha plants, just jump early. Their hitbox is just the stem. As long as you only touch the green on top, they won't hit you. And here I like to run over the top. And then just clear all the rest of your jumps. And here it should be 2 jumps. 1 full jump. 1 full jump. Fall down to the block, hit a jump, and there you go. It should be your S rank. And then the 30 coins, I try to grab as many coins as I can that don't require me to stop, so hit those first 2, and then you do have to go down into the sub-zone, try to get as many of these coins as you can as fast as possible. And there is 1 more coin block that you can get right here by the Goombas. And then the cleaner your ending is, the easier it'll be when you get to the next stage. You can grab a few of the question mark blocks that are right by the Goombas at the start, but there is 1 block that doesn't look like a coin block, but it is, and it should have 9 or 10 depending on how fast you hit it. So you go through here, I grab 1, and I even messed that up. It was pretty slow here, but you can get the rest of your coins right there. And I still got an S rank, even though that one was pretty sloppy. Now this one I optimized a little bit. I know it's not speedrun optimized, but this is the strategy that I always used for this stage as a kid. So even back in the early 90s I was doing this. So you have your mushroom, you drop in. Whoop. Not personal best. Okay. So have your mushroom, drop in. Boom. Get some clean jumps over the tiles there. Immediately break a block and immediately jump through. Then you just run across the top. Don't have to worry about any precision jumps over the pipes. Nothing like that. Just one jump there, jump off the girder right over the top. And just make sure you don't fall between the pipes, and that should be an S rank. Even up to I think 25 or 26 seconds on this one should still be an S rank, so you got plenty of wiggle room on that one. The swimming one, I'm pretty sure this was my first run through this one. As long as you keep swimming and holding right and don't get hit, it should be pretty straightforward. So the bloopers will always try to stay above your head. So as long as you can keep yourself below the bloopers, they won't hit you. So I even ran into some tiles and stuff, so it's not too hard to get your S rank on this one. Just make sure you don't get hit, and that's about all I can say. Whenever there was branching paths, I generally chose to go over the top. Just because there's a lot less cheeps there. So, pretty straightforward on that one, at least I feel like it is. And this is another one that's just a straight speed run. Depending on your timing on your jumps, that'll determine whether you get hit or not, but if you're just running, none of the cheap sheeps should ever fall directly on your head. You should have time to do tiny jumps. So I never stopped running this whole time. Micro jump, did a big jump there, and then your ending is like the stairs from before. That should be your S rank. But yeah, if you're just running on that one, you should be fine. Now I'm not going to play through this whole one in slow motion because it is about 7 minutes. I'll probably be fast forwarding some of it, but it is the entire basically fast path through Mario 1. So you go World 1, World 1, 2, take the warp, 4, 1, 4, 2, take the warp, and then play all of World 8. You have to beat it within 7 minutes to get your S rank. So we'll kind of just fast forward through here, because my run was pretty sloppy. At least the first 2 stages I know I did pretty fast. But after that, you know, I think I did 4-1 pretty decent and 4-2 pretty decent. But yeah, World 8 I'm not like super optimized with like a speed run for it. But I'm pretty sure I went out of my way to get the Fire Flower for World 8 and I still had plenty of time. But this was also my first attempt. I got the S rank on my first run, so I didn't need to do it multiple times. So, but this is my cool strategy I always did as a kid. I thought it was cool. It gets you your Fire Flower, and then when you go to World 8, you got your Fire Flower. So you don't have to be super optimal. I'm pretty sure I flubbed up this section. It's very slow by speedrun standards, but it just shows that there's more than enough wiggle room. It's almost like playing a casual speedrun at this point. So, you just go to World 8. And just make sure you don't get hit as often as possible. Take on some enemies. Like, all of this could have been way, way, way cleaner as far as speedrun goes, but it's just going to show you that you can be, you know, play like a fast, casual run and still get your S rank on this. I even stopped here to grab the star, so got plenty of wiggle room in here. And 8-2. Don't really have to deal with Lakitu for too long. Yeah, I got hit there. And I died once, look at that. But the rewind kind of helps. So, wanted to get my mushroom back, took my time, got my mushroom back. I'm pretty sure we got through the rest of the stage pretty well unscathed. Well, never mind, I got hit again. It's been a while since I did this one, since I played them all in order. But yeah, I went through and I got my I got my power-ups in here, so there are power-ups in this stage. This is the last stage that you can get power-ups. There are none in Bowser's Castle, but there's a mushroom second from the right on the top. And then the next set of hammer bros, there's another power-up. Should be second from the left. There's our fire flower. Now we go through the rest of the stage. Now, a proper speed run of this game would have been done already. They usually take about 5 minutes. But I still have a whole minute and a half to beat the last stage, and it doesn't usually take a whole minute and a half to beat the last stage, even casually. So, go through, and after the first girder jump, first pipe, that's when you want to take. And up here, hidden block, you want to take the pipe up top. You gotta jump over the gap. It actually won't let you do the cheap glitch that it lets you do in the original game. And then in here, if you crouch and swim, it shrinks your hitbox. I'm pretty sure that I forgot to do that and I get hit. I think I tried to do it there, but I still get hit somewhere. Yeah, right there. But that's right at the end. So right now, basically, I have like 35 seconds to get through the rest of the stage without dying. And I can beat Bowser and get my S rank. So I was just hoping this hammer bro would jump. But yeah, you got more than enough time to get your S rank on this one. Like I even threw some jumps out there, but yeah, I still got the S rank with how sloppy that was. So pretty straightforward. So this one is just grab the sword. Pretty easy. Just walk into the door up top. Walk in the door up top, and you can't just walk straight up. You do have to make a slight movement to the right to grab the sword. So keep that in mind, but you should be able to get your S rank. Now this one I heavily optimized because of last week's tournament, but basically you want to kill the Octoroks as fast as possible. So right here, if you swing to the right and then immediately turn to the left, your sword beam will take out the one on the left, and then you can just walk straight up and swing and hit both. But the way I used to do this one is right away I would swing to the left, let the sword beam take out the one on the left, walk up, hit the other two, and then go chase down the one on the right, and I would still get my S rank. So there's a few different patterns that you can follow for this, but it's mainly just controlling where your sword beam goes. And fire in the hole. Your bomb cannot hurt you in this, not like the newer Zeldas, so find a path. So as far as I know, these, I forget what their name is, but as far as I know, their patterns where they jump is random, but I found if you go straight to the right and then down and right, you won't get hit. You want to drop a bomb right before the last tile on the mountain, and then walk to where the door is and hold up. The bomb won't push you away, it won't hurt you. Just take them out. So then this one, you can't swing your sword when you're in the door, so walk out, immediately throw a sword beam, and then go up, throw another sword beam, and then go down, throw another sword beam, and wait for the key. Should be an easy S rank. Just gotta figure out which 3 spots to throw your sword beams. So this one we have to go walk and grab a heart piece. Pretty straightforward path. Kill any Octoroks enemies that get in your way. If you get really lucky like I did, some of these enemies just, I don't know, they just sat there and let me walk straight through. Same thing here, they just sat there and let me walk straight through. I have no idea why that happened. Got a free damage boost that helped me out there, and a good bomb. So I got pretty lucky on this one. But as far as I know, it should be anything under 28 seconds is S rank. So another one that should be pretty straightforward. And to beat Aqua Mentis, you do have to hit him in the neck or the head, so I suggest just walking straight up, walking over, and just keep swinging. Should be that easy. So this one you have to burn the bush. You can walk straight over to it, throw some fire. Then you just have to grab the rupees. Now this one, they want you to feed a bomb to them and then blow them up with another bomb. But if you walk up right away and drop a bomb and get him to inhale the smoke and hit him with a sword, it kills him instantly. So I remember that trick from way back in the day. But yeah, just walk straight up, drop a bomb. You want him to walk into the smoke. So we drop a bomb, boom, now he's in the smoke, he inhales the smoke, gets stunned, and then you can kill him with the sword. Now this one I have optimized because it's, well, it's not 100% optimized. I'm sure there's a little ways to do it faster, but as far as the tournament goes. But in order to manipulate his pattern to work, you go up, go left, and right when you're on this tile, you go up. Sorry, I messed that up. So let's say second to last tile, you go up one whole tile, and then you turn left, throw a sword beam, and you go down all the way, and you go all the way left, and then you need to just time out your sword beams so that they come out right as soon as they can. And that should be a pretty solid S rank. Otherwise, you should be able to just walk all the way up, all the way left, go down, shoot a sword beam, and then just time your attacks, and there you go. So those are your two strategies for that S rank. So this one, you have to shoot Goma right in the eye. So right away at the start, you can get a free shot, but you have to go left, and you can get 2 shots on him without moving. You just kind of got to sit as close as you can in front of him and wait for him to open his eye. So it's 3 shots. So we have 1, 2, and we have to wait. And I got pretty lucky with the timing on this one. It says I just started opening. So that one should be pretty good. You can get 2 shots on him, he closes his eye, and then you just have to wait to get your 3rd shot. So this one we just have to walk to level 1. Same thing as the other one when you're walking to the heart piece. Just whatever is your most direct route. Outside of that one little hiccup I had, I think I get a pretty lucky damage boost right there. Yep. And yeah, it's just straight across the bridge. And then straight into the dungeon. That's it. And then when you're fighting these dark nuts, you cannot hit them from the front. They will block everything from the front. You have to hit them from the side or from the back. And I don't remember exactly how to manipulate their patterns, but I got pretty lucky with this one. So you have to hit them from the side or from the back. You might just have to throw a few attempts at it because they do move pretty much random as far as I know. And this Wizrobe one, I thought it was going to be hard at first, but your sword reaches far enough to hit through these blocks. So you can kind of just chase them down and keep swinging. And if you get lucky, they'll kind of swarm to you, which is really nice. And for the Gleeok, you have to attack the heads. I suggest just bum rush them. You got a bunch of hearts, just walk up and just keep smacking the heads. Everyone you take out will start flying around, but just be aggressive. Just keep swinging. You should take him out before he takes you out. And this one's just completing the entire level 1 labyrinth. So you gotta go to the right. And then I did find a strategy for this room. Normally I see people kill this skeleton, but you can walk into him and steal the key, and then just leave. You take a little bit of damage and lose your sword beam, but it's level 1. I wasn't too worried about it. You don't need to deal with anything in this room. You do have to kill all the enemies in this room to get another key. If you get lucky like I did, where they all just swarm on you like that, get your key pretty easily. Need to worry about anything in this room. Just take your exit. Don't need to worry about anything in here. Just leave. Don't need to worry about anything here. Just go up. So you have to get another key. You can do the same thing with this Stalfos or skeleton and grab the key by running into him, but I chose to just kill him. You can grab the map if you want, it's in the way, so... And then here, just walk straight across. If one of the enemies gets in your way, just attack them. If you time it right, you can swing once when you're really close to him and then just walk through him and he won't hit you. So there you go, grab the key and go up, and this should be our boss. One of the speedrun challenges is beating this boss, so go all the way up, walk to his head, and just keep swinging. And after that, just go grab the Triforce piece. There's your S rank. So that's it for Zelda. This one I have optimized for the tournament. But basically, as soon as you fall off, you want to jump immediately. Then you can do a full jump from here. But for the speedrun strat, we do 2 jumps. And it's a 363 for that strat. But if you do the regular strat, 2 fast jumps, it should be a 365. Should be more than enough to get your S rank. So short ones, you just have to throw some attempts at it. And this one's just killing 2 enemies as fast as possible. You can kill this one a little faster by jumping. And then you walk to the right and aim up as soon as you're past the wall. Shoot up at the other one. So this one you gotta press select to switch to missiles. It takes 5 missiles to open the door. And shoot the thing, jump and grab the bombs right away. Should be good to get your S rank. This one, you do have quite a bit of leeway with. I do a few spin jumps early on, but after that it's just all controlled jumps. Just jump straight up. The championship one of this did it way faster because they did a lot tighter jumps, but if you just do all full jumps like I was doing, you'll still have more than enough time to get your S rank. As far as I know, anything under 28 is an S rank, so got plenty of wiggle room on that one. Just gotta time your jumps. This one we gotta run all the way to the right and grab Missile Pack. As long as you keep running, none of these enemies will hit you. If you want to take out some of these enemies to reduce some lag, because the lag does impact your speed, then just jump over and grab your missile tank. There's a couple of these where you'll really notice the lag, and your timer does not slow down to compensate for that lag, so gotta keep that in mind. So this one's a full jump, another full jump. You can walk off right there, one more full jump, 5 missiles, and then you're in the room you need to be in. Just do a nice big jump and grab your screw attack. Now for the demo for this one, they went all the way to the right, but I found it a lot faster to just drop a bomb right there and then hold right. And then as soon as you drop down, when you see the door, unmorph, shoot the door, walk through, take the elevator. Boom. That one's pretty optimized for me. You should be able to even get up to 12.5 seconds and still get your S rank on that one. This one's fighting Kraid. I just held left. You have the screw attack, so you can just jump through all the enemies. Just tighten up your jumps so you can get through that door and get through the first room clean. You'll get a couple of hits in there, and then 5 missiles to open that door. And then all I did was try to stay as close to him as possible, and I'm just mashing the missile button. Just keep mashing. I'm sure there's a faster way to do it, but this still got me an S rank, and you don't really have to think much. Just keep throwing missiles at him. This is one where there's a lot of lag, so you walk towards the edge. When you're almost off, do a jump, then you can walk off, tiny jump, full jump, half jump, walk off, gotta jump, 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 walk off, jump, jump. Gotta kind of tighten up that jump there at the end, because that enemy, he was the one that gave me a lot of trouble, that purple one right there. But once I got that jump, now from here it's straightforward. Just open the door, go through. And then if you just keep walking, you'll just cut right across this gap here. So as soon as you're through the door, just keep holding left and Samus will clear that gap, no problem. Run all the way straight forward, right to here, and time your jumps with Ridley and keep mashing missiles. And that should be your S rank. And then this elevator one, it's another one, just hold left. And this is one where you'll notice there's some lag, so if you can take out some of these enemies with screw attack or your shots, it'll help reduce the lag. Because all that lag is not influenced by the timer. And then one full jump at the end, 5 missiles to open the door. And then you want to jump and shoot 2 missiles here. And then you just morph ball across, and then your elevator is in the next room. This one you'll probably want to practice a couple of times just to learn where the Metroid patterns are, but once you do, you can start shooting out your freeze shots early just to leave yourself more wiggle room for your movements. And then the tight spot coming up here, there's one on the bottom, one on the top, and then another one on the bottom. Even with having to stop for that morph ball, I still had more than enough time to get my S rank. This last one, the Escape Expert. There's quite a few different strategies for this one, I'm sure, but we'll skip the classified. But I just did the spin jumps and I just found a pattern of rotation that worked for me, which is from here, jump left, jump right, jump left, jump right, jump left, jump right, jump left. So just kept this kind of looping pattern going, and that means, you know, that my inputs become a rhythm instead of me having to memorize everything, and so it's just jump, 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 and then once you kind of get the muscle memory for a pattern down, then it becomes kind of second nature. And you have some wiggle room on that one. I think anything under either 31 seconds or 32 seconds is still an S rank, so it should be plenty fine on that one. So now we get to Donkey Kong. Oops. So some tricks for Donkey Kong: you can enter ladders early. So if we go, like, you can, there's a frame perfect like ladder entry. So there, like, look at that distance. Boom. And another trick too, if you're using a Pro controller for this, I'll show it here. I can hold right on the D-pad. Whoops. Alright, that's, I want to actually play a real one. So, I can hold right on the D-pad and up on my joystick. And when I get to the ladder, I can let go of the D-pad and I will go up the ladder. It doesn't register both inputs at the same time. So when you're ready and you think you got the perfect timing, boom, look at that. I tied my time, so that's another easy way to get your S rank. You can double input, but the longer the stage is, the harder that strategy becomes. And for this one, you just got to get the hammer. You can't just walk into the hammer, you do have to jump and grab it. So there is some spacing that is needed to make it optimal. So you have to go up both ladders, run over to the hammer and just jump, and you'll grab it, and that'll be it. So this one I have optimized because it's part of the tournament. So a lot of good entries on ladders. These first 4 ladders don't really matter. The one that matters the most are the last 2. But if you time it just right, you can keep going on that barrel, jump this barrel, and you can just barely make it past this last barrel. And then you can get a time pretty low. I think that one's 2 frames from perfect. I don't have the means to really want to grind that out anymore. I'm happy with that. So this one you just have to collect the parasol and the purse. The only thing that's going to be a hindrance in this one is the RNG on the fire guy that's right in the middle there. But you want to go up, and go up, jump across, jump across. I got super lucky, he just went down right away. And then you can just jump across there, avoid the springs. But yeah, most of your luck on this one's going to be that fire guy in the middle. So this one's just beating the stage. You're going to follow the exact same strategy, except don't go to the purse, just go up the ladder. So once again, it's going to be the RNG on the fire guy, whether you get across or not. As far as I remember, I think I jumped over this guy. Nope. Okay, that wasn't this one. But yeah, you go up. And this spring, you can move left a little bit beforehand. But once you get under it, you just go straight up. Those springs get faster when you play through loops in the original game, but in this one, they're as slow as can be, so you'll be fine. The moment it's past you or you're underneath it, just go left and go up the ladder. So this one you have to get all three. So I just took whatever I felt was the fastest path. So I got lucky with that one too. He just went straight up. But yeah, it's a lot faster to just walk over those rivets than it is to jump over them. So if you just walk over them instead of jumping, it'll be a little bit faster, but it don't really matter either way. I think anything under 15 and a half or 16 and a half seconds is S rank for this one. Might even be 17 seconds. So and this one's pull out all the bolts. I'm pretty sure I went left and then just make your S pattern all the way up. The only thing that's really going to matter is where the fire guys go. But as long as you kind of stay on the opposite side of the stage from where they are, you can kind of just work your way around them. It's right there. I paused to see where he was going to go. So I took this top pattern because there weren't any enemies over here at all. And I kind of figured at one point he might go back down, but he didn't. But I knew he couldn't get to me, so I just went back to the left and grabbed my S rank. But if I would have got both the rivets on the left first and then went to the right, the time would have been a lot faster. But I still got the S rank, so I didn't bother to optimize it. So now this is just to play through all three stages as fast as possible. So we already had strategies for the three stages. It's basically just pull them all off in one run. I'm pretty sure I didn't optimize this at all. I just played it the way I would if I was in the arcade. Now we want to go up. And as always, that fire guy in the middle, he's going to be what determines whether you get through it or not. But I got pretty lucky with him there. Let's go up. Avoid the spring. And now we just gotta pull the 8 rivets, and that's it. And still gonna be reacting to the fire enemies. They are random. But I got lucky that one spawned on the bottom, so I didn't have to worry about them at all. I think this is the one I jump over. Yeah, that's risky. You don't have to do that, but got my S rank. So you have about, what, 25, 30 seconds per stage. Not too bad. Now we'll get into, this one is probably the hardest S rank in the game. So first I'm just going to show you a couple of strats. So, because you have to be really tight on this one. So you want to do tight jumps here. You don't want to do full jumps where you catch the ceiling here unless you're far to the right where he won't catch on it. Then after you get up that first jump, immediately turn left and jump again. And then when you get up here, you want to do a crouch jump so you don't hit your head. You can even walk while crouched, but crouch jump to get past that. Now we'll go watch the replay. So you want to do a fast jump first. Immediately jump left, and then it's a crouch jump here. And some of these you can shoot before you get up top, but you want to make sure you land here, because sometimes this enemy, for whatever reason, he's like sunken into the platform and your arrow will shoot over his head. And then when we get to this one, when you jump, you want to shoot early. So your first arrow hits that one, then you can shoot again. I missed, but I got lucky that I still was able to get the last 2 arrows off before I walked through that second enemy. Because when you are jumping or falling, your arrows have momentum. So you want to land, then shoot. Here you shoot early. And even though I'm landed here, my other arrow still has my upward momentum for some reason. But I got one more shot and one more shot, just right at the last second. But I believe you have to be under 7.4 for S rank on this one. So that's pretty tight. This one's pretty easy. Just jump up right away, shoot the first pot, jump, shoot the second pot, and then just fall all the way down, shoot the bottom pot, shoot the bottom pot, jump up, shoot that pot, jump up, shoot that pot, jump, shoot this one, then turn to the right, and hit that one on your way down. Boom, S rank. This one's just spa treatment. So when you jump in, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ticks. 7 ticks for the healing, and just wait for the 7th one. Oop. Easy as that. So this one's just grabbing the harp. Tighter jumps will be your best friend here. So this was before I learned about the crouch jump, apparently. But as long as you keep moving, you can just damage boost through all these enemies. It doesn't really matter. Just keep jumping, keep moving. Should be an easy S rank. So once you get up here, it's 3 jumps, and there's the harp. So I could probably optimize that one a lot tighter now that I've learned a lot more since I probably did this one. This one's probably one of the hardest ones. Another hard one just because the enemies are completely random. So I usually went up to this second platform because there tends to be like 2 or 3 of these noses that just hang around on the top and don't ever go anywhere else. And then it's just going to be a matter of timing your shots. So there's like, what, 8 of them? Just have to throw a couple of attempts at this one because those noses are random, but that top right spot worked really well for me. So now this one is just getting the healing. So you got a few jumps here to go up, and then you do have to screen wrap right here, and then there's 8 jumps right here. 6, 7, 8, and then it's jump to the right, and there's your goblet. You just gotta jump fast. So now this one I have pretty well optimized as far as I can do it for the tournament right now. But it's just going to be tight jumps and tight shots. So just kind of sit back and watch this one. There's a couple of spots where I'll point stuff out. But if you shoot your shots early, sometimes you can take out those enemies before they will hit you. Save yourself a little bit of life. But remember that water of divination, the healing potion, that's up here, so feel free to take damage on your way up. And then it's 8 jumps here, 7, 8. You cannot go all the way off the top of the screen. There is some funky barrier there, so you do have to wait a little bit here. But as you can see, I barely made that jump. It started pushing me down, that you can watch. Right there, I'm on my way up, and it's like barely letting me get up there. But there's the healing potion. And then here, if you just run and do half jumps, like tap jumps, you'll make all these jumps perfect. You don't have to ever pull back. Then when you get up to the Reapers here, you can jump, at least on this first one, when he turns his back, and you can land on the platform, walk up to him, jump again, and you'll walk right past him. Sometimes you can get very lucky and not hit either one of them, but that seem to be very rare and very random. But otherwise, it's just keep shooting, time your jumps out, and just run to the end. As far as I know, it should be anything under 115 is an S rank, since I optimized this one quite a bit. So this one's surprisingly easy for a master rank. Don't worry about taking damage, just walk between them and just keep shooting. They take 5 or 6 shots apiece. As soon as you kill one, go to the next room, there's 2 more. Stand in between, just take some hits, and just take them out as fast as you can shoot. It should be an easy S rank. This last one is the Labyrinth. It gives you the path in the classifieds, so once you get into the second room, if any of the ghosts get in your way, just take them out. And here, if you do a tiny jump and a tiny jump, you can make it between the snakes and the platform and not take any damage. Taking damage in this one is kind of a hindrance, so you want to try to avoid taking as much damage as possible, but still allow yourself some hits so that you can rely on speed. And once you get up here, just go left and jump up. You should be able to sneak between those 2 enemies. And then once you get to these eggplant wizards, just do not get hit. You might have to wait, because sometimes their pattern is different, but I got pretty lucky with my pattern. And then in that room, walk all the way to the left. You can fall straight down. Here you want to hold left as soon as you exit that ladder. If you don't, you cannot get back, and you do have to restart. So after this room where you drop down, hold left. Missed my shot there, so I've been taking some damage. It's probably faster to go off to the left there, but either way. And then these last 2 spike rooms like that, I chose to just eat the damage and just go, because I was worried about going as fast as you can. In here, you got to be very careful. If you slow down even a little bit, that one of them eggplants, since their shots do go just as fast as you do, but just walk right through them, take the damage, let them throw an eggplant at you. As long as you don't stop, you shouldn't get hit. So I took all sorts of damage in here. But after these last 2 red enemy rooms, then we're at the boss. So you gotta take out this one, and now we're at the boss. He shoots a really nasty fire pattern, but if you're confident in how much health you have, just walk up and just keep shooting. If you can get behind him, he won't turn around for whatever reason. And his boss HP is in the bottom right. You do 2 damage a shot, so you have to hit him 50 times. Maybe it's not 50 times. It looks like some of them are taking 4 off instead of 2, but if it's just 2 every time, then yeah, you have to hit him 50 times. That's it for Kid Icarus. Now we're on to Mario 2. And this one is just falling down to go through the door. I don't remember how many tiles it is, but off to the right, should be like 2 or 3 tiles you want to fall right through. And then after you pass, you want to hold right towards the center of the door, and as soon as you hit the ground, press up. You should get your S rank. This one I have pretty optimized, but as long as you just run straight to the first plant and pick it up as soon as you can, you'll get your S rank. And that's usually a pretty popular one for grinding, I'm sure, too. So this one, you gotta grab the mushroom, so run up to it, but as soon as you're gonna go to throw it, stop holding any movement buttons, so you drop the door right in front of you. Go in, and then you immediately have to hold left. You want to hit a jump and pick up your mushroom. This one is jumping to the top. Use the ninjas to your advantage. You can jump faster. They're basically platforms. I even hesitated a little bit on that last one, but use that first ninja to get that first jump faster. And this one's a Birdo fight. He throws an egg. I think it's every about 5 seconds. So I usually leave myself a little bit of distance. eggs and throw them at him. And as soon as you take them out, then you do have to grab the orb and then go in the Falcon End. And that should be your S rank. Now this one can be a little hard. You can get an S rank just running without grabbing something, but Toad does run faster while holding something. So pick up that snake. Just you gotta work with the layout of the map. So you might have to do a few runs and figure out where your jumps are. But like I took some hits and I was pretty sloppy, and I still got my S rank. This one, jump right at the start, gives you a little boost to your speed since you're on ice, and you want to time out your jumps and kind of memorize where these snowmen are. And once you kind of got where they all are, then it's pretty much just hold right and run, and once you get to this last section, drop down, pick up the rocket. So this one, because it was last week's tournament, I optimized it the best I could. So you run right, jump, full jump, land on this platform, and then you want to run to the right until you're about 2/3, 3/4 of the way across the platform, and then full jump. You're going to jump right off this enemy right away, and full jump, drop down to the second platform, full jump, and it takes you right into the pipe. Pick up the key, full jump, because you do have to get a little bit of momentum to make it up to this platform. Any jump, and then go right in the door as fast as you can. If you do it that way, you'll get a pretty substantial lead versus taking the carpet, almost like 7-8 seconds of leeway. So if you make that first jump, you got more than enough time to get your S rank on that one. Now this one can be a little bit tricky to get your S rank on, but just remember that you do have hits that you can take, so if you're not confident in timing your bombs for when they're going to blow up to throw them at him, you can always just jump up into him and hold the bomb and take the hit. So there's some wiggle room on that one. I played pretty sloppy. This one, there are some snippets or Shy Guys. I think they're Shy Guys, not snippets. Yeah, Shy Guys. So if you do a momentum jump where you run a little bit and jump, you can jump high enough to clear these enemies and use them as platforms. I took that hit, but still got my S rank, so I was happy with it. So this one, you can land on the streams that they blow out, and on the shorter whales, you can just run off their back down to the tail and take the jump, and you just want to grab the rocket. And this one's just clearing 1-1. There is a couple of faster strategies that I'll point out where they are. I didn't use them because I got my S ranks. I didn't focus on optimizing stuff. But it's like any speed run, just want to try to tighten up your jumps. I even got hit. But if you're big Mario, I think you might even be able to do it as small Mario. You can jump on this bird right here. You can charge up a jump and jump all the way up to that top platform right away. And you'll skip this section right here. And there's a door to the right of this room that you'll come out of. So that was pretty slow, but there's plenty of wiggle room for your S rank in this one. Mario does have to do a crouch jump to get up here, but once you're up there, then it's just the Birdo fight. Oh, I got so lucky right there. I should have died, but we take those. The game throws us a bone, you capitalize, you take out the enemy, you don't mess up, and you get your S rank. on we go to Excitebike. These ones, I had a little bit of a learning process when I was playing them because I did not play this game as a kid. It was one of the few that I hadn't played. But yeah, it's got weird physics for when you're taking jumps. And once you're at speed, you don't really have to hold turbo. But once you get to these jumps, your instinct would be to hold back. But if you look, I'm holding forward because it gives you extra momentum when you jump. And then when you land, you want to land flush. So if you need more height on your jump, you hold back. But if you want to go faster, you hold forward. And you kind of... It is a rhythm to try to get the jumps. You want to land on down slopes and pull up on up slopes. So some of these might be a little slow because I was still kind of learning it for these, but I still got the S ranks. So you can see when you land flush how much extra speed you keep. You don't bounce or wobble. You can still get your S rank. So that'll probably be the hardest part with these, is figuring out when to hold forward and when not to hold forward. But for most of them, holding forward is pretty helpful. But for these where you need some extra height, you kind of have to do it. And another thing I figured out too, you don't need to like lay on turbo. Once you're at speed, you can kind of just hold normal accelerate and you'll be fine. So this was before I figured that out. I was still sitting here mashing turbo, holding, thinking that it was doing a ton for me when it really wasn't. But still got the S rank. So this one has the little loops. So when you come up to the loops, you can either dodge them or you just pull back on the D-pad and do a wheelie over them. There I kind of figured it out that holding forward was going to do a lot for me on those jumps. Should be just about there. One more set of whoops. And there's it. That's the S rank. So, but a lot of this one was just doing one lap on each of the tracks, so most of them are about 30 seconds a piece, which isn't too bad. Gotta watch out for little dirt patches. If you can land flush on some of these jumps, it'll really help you with your speed. That's going to be your biggest time saves in this one, is landing your jumps flush like that. And I honestly don't know how I didn't wipe out here, because I did like a nosedive up the ramp somehow. But once you get to that last bit, it's just dodging a bunch of dirt, and then you hit your last jump. And then this last one is, you have to do 2 laps. So basically figuring out the layout of the jumps. It always seems like it's going to be slow with some of these jumps like this. But just take your time as long as you hit the jumps. Yeah, I even wiped out. What the heck? Yeah, the S rank on this one must be a little loose then. I don't remember wiping out, because that's awful slow right there. I think my second lap was way better. Yeah, that was already way better. I think I just did a normal jump off this one and then straight off of that one. Yeah, that's still awful slow, but that was still good enough for the S rank, so yeah, there must be some wiggle room on this one compared to some of the other ones, that's for sure. But who knows, maybe that was optimal play, I guess. The weird thing with the Ice Climbers one is your character's hitbox is way thinner than how it looks. So if you get the right spacing, you can just hit a block and go straight up. So that'll be how you really get faster at doing these Ice Climber ones, is kind of optimizing that. But for some of these, I know I didn't even bother doing that. Like, I think after that I just kept doing all the jumps. Don't need to be too optimal on that one, but basically just do the same thing but more floors. But now there's some enemies that you gotta worry about. But they do control really weird, and their jump is very vertical. I know you can make these jumps all the way across, but I, for the life of me, couldn't get them to do it. But these clouds, if you don't time them out and hit the cloud at just the right time, you won't get your S rank on this one. So you have just enough time after this first platform goes, once you pick up this last eggplant, to jump up to this one. If you miss this one, this cloud, you will not get S rank. And then this jump is also very awkward, because you do not get momentum off of this cloud. You have a normal jump that is slower than how fast the cloud moves. So you need to wait and jump late. Way later than you think you need to. So now this one is just get up to the top. It's going to be the same thing with these clouds. The jump's got to be late. If you go quick enough, you can get up to this one. Time it out, hit your jump, Yeah, like look at that. Some of them jumps don't even look like they're going to make it, but they do. Now you just have to play the whole stage. I even messed up that jump, but I had a decent recovery. Now we're up to the bonus stage. Just don't worry about the eggplants. Just head up to the top so you can catch the condor. I don't remember if I hit him on the first time or not. I think I missed. Yeah, I missed. So there's some wiggle room on this one. Sometimes he'll troll you and turn around the other direction. So I think it's anything under 42 is a S rank on that one, because I feel like I was pretty sloppy. Now we go to balloon fight. First one's very straightforward. Just gotta fly to the left. And as far as balloon fight controls, you cannot give directional input unless you're pumping. So if you need to go downwards and change your direction, you have to hold that direction and let yourself start falling, and then pump. So, and I found this one a lot easier instead of looping around to just fly around and go to the left and just try to hit them all as fast as possible. So this one you gotta pop 3 balloons. The one where it's really noticeable is when you gotta pop, I think it's 15 balloons, because there's just those 3 right there. Hit the first one, drop down, but don't give yourself too much momentum to the right first, because you do, even though you hit the wall barrier, your momentum is still going left. So even though we hit the wall here and we stop, all my momentum is still going left. So I need to start holding right and pumping, because even though I start pumping here, I'm still following the screen. So I need to hold right to stop my momentum so that I can go back up. So that's what I mean when this game controls very weird. So here's another one. I'm pretty sure I just fly around to the left and hit as many as I can. And when you're going after these other ones, you want to try to get above them. Then you don't have to worry too much about them. And you do also kind of bounce off the top of the screen, so if you want to go up and let it push you back down to get some extra momentum, by all means. It helped me get the S rank on that one. Yeah, so this is the one where the momentum is really weird. You kind of have to pick your path. So I hit the first one, drop down, hit that one, and I specifically went out of my way here so that I could barely have a little bit of left momentum and have time to start falling so that I can recorrect. Now there, I know there's one on the bottom, and I want to barely grab that one so I can move to the left, control my momentum, and drop down. Get the S. But yeah, towards the end there, right here is where the momentum starts getting hard to control, because you need to correct in here while falling. And that's when it gets tough. So now this one we have to get 3 enemies, and if you loop around you can take out 2 of them right away here. 1, 2, 3. And I stay on top, take out this one, and then drop down and grab the other one. Boom. You can actually get all 3 of them right at the start. So we'll count the pumps. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just fly to the right, take them all out before they get their balloon, loop around the screen to get the other one on top, and then just take out the last one. And that should get you your S rank. Now this one is just to clear the 3 stages. So we repeat kind of what we did on the other ones. Fly to the left, take out 2, hit the last one right away, take him out, fly to the left. That's another thing with this. There isn't like a wind up when you start the next stage. So once this little jingle's done, you immediately want to start flying to the left. Otherwise you'll miss out on your opportunity to take out those ones quick. So we have this last one. Take out these 3 right away. Get a quick shot on this one. So I got hit once, but that's fine. I still got there pretty quick to take out the last guy and got the S rank. That's it for Balloon Fight. So we got a few games left. So here we have Mario 3. So the mushroom is in that last block on top. So you can do a full jump here and you can just run off. You can run off from here. But once you run off, you gotta start pulling back so that you can jump and hit the mushroom. This one is a little tight on the S rank. You do have to get them all in like 2 jumps. But if you do kind of a question mark pattern, you should be fine. Jump. Jump. Should be good. So this one's getting the super leaf. So when you do this stage, if you want to avoid as much ramp as possible, so jump as soon as that one's there. It's a half jump, land here, run, full jump, land on that. You can run off and hit the Goomba, but in this scenario you don't want to. So you do need to do a tiny jump to get past the Goomba, immediately jump and hit that, and start pulling back so you can jump up and grab the leaf. This one's pretty straightforward, just run and hit underneath the Goomba as fast as you can. Or not the Goomba, the Hammer Bro. I don't think there's any scenario where he starts on the bottom, but the other thing with this too is there's a half line kind of in the center of the screen, so you do need to time it out. The box will always spawn on the other side of you, so I started timing it out, and about right here it's going to spawn. So I just crossed over the center line so I can catch the box as soon as possible. For this one, you want to get in the pipe as fast as you can, so let's hold right and jump. And as soon as you get to about here, you want to start pulling back. And then as soon as you land, jump immediately and hold up and go in the pipe. This one you can fall all the way down, and as soon as you get the last couple of coins, start holding right. You want to jump, hit the left side of the box, and then immediately start pulling back, and then jump up and grab your Tanuki. If you get a really fast jump like I did, the Tanuki's suit won't jump out. But on the off chance that you do have to jump and chase it, the reason why you want to hit the box on the left is because the Tanuki tail is going to come out to the right. If you hit it from the left, it jumps out to the right. If you hit it from the right, it jumps out to the left. So the faster you can jump and pull up here, you can even grab it before it comes out. There you go. So this one is a speed run of 1-1. So if you run all the way up to this Goomba, jump up and hit the box and land and keep running, you can get P speed. Just jump off the pipe, bounce into it, and your P speed will keep you up over the Petey Piranha here. And then just run, jump over the Koopa with a full jump, bounce off this Goomba, jump, and then we're going to do a full jump up to the blue platform and immediately jump. This was the toughest jump in the whole thing, but you want to bounce off this Koopa, end up on these clouds, jump right at the last cloud, and a full jump will land you right on this Koopa. But you don't want to hold jump the whole time off this Koopa. It's about a half bounce, so that you keep just enough distance to clear into here, and then hit the end goal. There is some funky turnaround business you can do to jump over this Piranha Plant faster, but this was the most reliable method I found. And once you kind of figure it out, it's a nice rhythm. And this stage feels super good to get this on. It's pretty, if you get the P-speed out through this, you have like 5-6 seconds of wiggle room. So I think I had a 21 something playing it before and I still had the S rank. So now this one is all of 2-2. So jump up to the pipe, and then you can just run off and do a full bounce off the Goomba here, and it'll take you all the way up top. There is a way to get P-speed on this stage, but I don't think I got it. I was trying to, because I got very close right there. Jump here, jump, bounce off that Goomba, slide, another slide, bounce off that, even though I still got caught there, but I still got S rank. But as far as I know, I think like you can get 14 seconds on this one too with a P-speed, so still pretty lenient. This one is beating Boom Boom. So right away, as soon as you get control of Mario here, or as soon as because when you run in, it blocks your run there. As soon as that happens, you want to jump. Land on him right away, and he'll land. And as soon as he hits the ground, you want to do a jump. Boom. And then he shoots the orb out of himself upwards. So you need to time it out. I don't remember how many times he flashes, but right when he's about to blow up, you want to jump so that you collect the orb as soon as possible. And a lot of these Koopalings, it's just going to be jump on them as fast as you can, learn their pattern, they'll bounce, boom. As soon as you can, you want to hit them, and then if you can, you want to try to collect the wand in the air. So it'll shave a couple extra seconds off for you. This one's just another speed run. You always want to avoid the upslopes if you can. So I got P-speed there, and there's a tornado right here. You want to jump beforehand so that you make it past it. There's a Koopa here that you can just run right under so that you can jump over the sun. Another one. You should be able to run underneath that one, but I think I had some height on my jump still. So I hit him. But I still had P-speed, so that was fine. Still got my S rank. If getting hit lost my P-speed, then I would have lost there for sure. Sam Morton, another one, jump. He's the high jump one. The ones that jump shallow jumps, they bounce twice. The ones that jump high jumps in their shell, they jump once. So this is a frog one. Right away you want to jump so that you keep your speed, and then swim as fast as you can. He controls very direct and very abruptly, so if you need to kind of control your distance and stuff, I like to do this wiggle up and down. He will move up and down immediately on your button presses. So, and you can swim through here, and just keep jumping because he does not move very fast otherwise. Wendy's going to throw a ring just about every single time you hit her. Almost immediately. So unless you get lucky like this one right here, where I hit her as soon as she popped out, she usually gets a ring out like that. But that's okay. You can get one hit and still get your S rank. So this one we just have to clear the course. Take out the enemies with fire flower so you don't have to stop. You can jump straight through this water. For whatever reason, it doesn't like hover you like normal water does, so you might have to swim a couple times. But I got clipped on a couple of things. But as long as you just keep pretty consistent at holding right, you should be able to get your S rank. Now we have Iggy. I think he's the first one that does tiny jumps. Nope. That's the next one then. So yeah, as long as you hit them almost as soon as they pop out of their shell, I think it's anything under 10.5 seconds should be S rank for all of these fights. This one's a little tough because the boot control is very different, but you can jump after the bounces even if it goes off a platform, but it's just measuring where the enemies are. The part that's harder is when you get to the second section because there's a lot more hazards. So you need to jump right away there, and you can usually just bounce across those gaps. But even with some hesitation, I was still fine. But that one high pipe is the one that's the hardest one to deal with. The rest of them you can just jump right over. I'm pretty sure it's under 35 is S rank, so you can screw up a little bit on that one. It's not too tight. This one I kind of optimized a little bit. So if you just run and jump at the very last minute here, you can get P speed right at the end, and then just do a full jump. You'll bounce off of this bar, and you can land right here. So you want to do a half jump, and you're going to jump off this bar, jump off that bar. Then you want to land on this first set of blocks, and a second set of blocks, full jump off the Koopa, and it doesn't look like you're going to make it, but you do. You barely make it onto these clouds, and then run into the fight. When I pulled this one off, I was so happy, but yeah, you do not have to be that optimal. You can take your time a little bit and still get S rank on this one. Yeah, Roy's the first one that does the shallow jumps when you hit him in the shell, so he'll stun you if you're on the ground. So, pretty sure I was pretty fast with him. The only thing I could have done faster is catch the wand slightly sooner in the air. So, this one's a little bit tough, but your hammers can take out the thwomps. So it's a matter of just being tight with your jumps, and this jump right here is deceptively hard because you're on ice, so you need to start pulling back early and then jump. And you can take out that thwomp, run up here, let that one go, and then the rest of the thwomps you can just start throwing hammers at before they get to you. So you can just avoid them all pretty easy. And I got really lucky with that hammer snipe. This last one you can just jump straight up over. And then boom boom, if you run full P speed right when you get to there and throw a hammer, it'll take him out immediately. And then you can wait on the bottom for the goal. Should remember what it's called, but I forgot. The question orb. Yeah. Iggy, not Iggy, Lemmy. You can kind of bounce on him in the corner like this, and it just takes him out. His balls don't actually hurt you unless you hit them from underneath. You can bounce on them on top. So yeah, just sit on the right and just kind of bounce off him. You want to try to hit him as soon as he pops out. He's one of the easier ones, that's for sure. This one can be a little tough, but your tail can take out these piranha plants. You do want to swing a little bit early. But if you get hit there, that's fine. You can use your iframes to just get to the end nice and quick. And then, yeah, when you're falling out of that last pipe, if you do a little kind of wiggle like I did, go right, left, right, you can wiggle around and loop around the bottom so you have a little bit of momentum when you jump into the treasure chest. We have Ludwig. He's another one that whenever he jumps, he's going to stun you, so you make sure you stay off the ground. I was kind of bouncing off his head a little bit, but still got my S rank even though I got hit. This last one is beaten all of World 1. So at least for this one, I made sure I did the P-speed strat for the first stage. I'm not 100% sure if it's under 5 minutes or under 6 minutes for the whole run. It might be under 6 minutes. Kind of similar to what regular Mario Bros. Is. Fast forward through the end cards. But same thing for this one. Bounce off the Goomba. Bounce off the Goomba. I missed my jump off the star block there, but that's fine. I still played pretty quick. I was happy with that. And you cannot take the warp whistle path in this stage. You do have to kill Boom Boom, so I'm pretty sure I grabbed both power-ups here. Yep, I did. You can just run straight across here. You still have to wait for the door either way. You gotta go take out Boom Boom. Jump on him as soon as you can. You got a couple more stages left. This one, you can slide right at the start. I always like to take the top path here. Yeah, I did get hit there. Oh well. You can usually jump between that piranha plant and the ceiling and make it. I didn't. Now we got one more stage. There's some crazy strats for this stage, but I don't think I used them. I just played through it kind of casual fast. Didn't try to do it super risky. Because you can like P-speed run off of there and bounce off the Koopa and stuff. Make it all the way to the goal in like 2 jumps. Yeah, I even hesitated there because I wasn't sure I was going to make it. But the other thing too is you don't want to end up with 3 star cards, or 3 fire cards, or 3 mushroom cards, because those will waste a lot of time. And I don't think you can avoid this hammer bro. I'm pretty sure it's mandatory in this run. And last we get to the auto scroller. Still have to sit through the entire King's banter, or Toad's banter. The only way you can really optimize any time on this is at the very end, going in the pipe as soon as possible. Otherwise, everything else is just sit and avoid all the bullets. I usually stay to the far right of the screen, because for the most part, the bullets cannot shoot when they immediately appear on screen. And once you kind of know the pattern of how they shoot, then it's pretty easy. This is the only one that shoots from behind you, but if you keep going forward, they can't hit you. Now there should be 2 more cannons, and then it's a set of stairs. And as soon as you see the guardrail, just wait for the pipe, and you want to go in as fast as you can. And you hit the pipe key. Same idea as before. Jump on his head as soon as possible. But you do have to wait for the whole pan out. But once you beat Iggy, you do not have to do any more inputs. I was just mashing buttons. And once you get there, once the king has the 1, that's the end. You get your S rank. So now we have Zelda 2. So this one you have to defeat 3 enemies, and there is some funky spawning business with the lions here. So the reason why I did that kind of turnaround like that, and then I shot a wand here, or shot a sword beam there, and then went left, and then immediately turned around to the right because I could spawn him on that side, and now I have momentum going towards him, so I can hit him as soon as possible with another sword beam, get my S rank. This one, just walk to the right and grab the P bag. Don't worry about the bats, they can't hit you. Grab it as soon as you can, and then you do have to wait for the menu to pop up for this. If you press plus or your start button or whatever it is right when you grab the P bag, you will bring up the regular menu in the game, and it will eat up your time. You have to wait for the power up menu to come up. In this one, you cannot just jump straight up and grab the fairy. You do have to go left and get a little bit of momentum and then jump to grab the fairy. So this one might take a couple of attempts, but you should be able to just keep holding right. You will get hit by a couple of bubbles, and you might have to time a couple of jumps. But don't be afraid to take a couple of the hits just to keep going. It's better than stopping and having to rebuild up your momentum again. So this one, you go to the elevator all the way down, and then you just want to run to the left. You'll have to jump over a few of these rat enemies, but it's not too bad. You get plenty of reaction time for them. And don't worry about those globs, just run. If there'll be a skeleton enemy, you just run underneath him too. As soon as you get all the way to the wall, there's one more enemy, and then grab your key. This one you have to defeat the Stalfos. You have to crouch stab them, and it takes 3 hits. So run up, crouch stab, crouch stab, crouch stab. So for the Goomba, run to the right. It's basically like a hammer bro, but if you do a tight jump, you can run underneath. And if you trap him in the corner, you can beat on him. There are some times where he'll jump up on that platform with the key. I would just restart. But right away, yeah, do a crouch stab, push him back, and then drop down on him. And then just keep whacking. So this one, you want to do 2 tight jumps right at the start. 1, 2, and then just hold left. Don't be tempted to pick up that P bag. It is there to kill you. And here you want to just drop off the first one and jump over the second slime, and then you go get S rank. So, then the known strategy for fighting the Iron Knuckles is to just jump and whack him in the head. I got pretty unlucky with mine. It was pretty sloppy, but still got the S rank. That could probably be optimized down to 5 or 6 seconds. So this one, the potion that you're trying to grab is in the second column here, but if you jump early and do a crouch stab, once you break the second block, it'll be perfectly spaced for you to just hold down and fall straight down, and once you break this last block, start swinging, and you pick up the potion as soon as possible. And then when you're fighting Bazura, you have to hit him in the head, so it's the same as fighting an Iron Knuckle. Just jump and hit him. And I pulled away when you probably don't need to, but I was trying to keep him from going off the side of the screen. And if you push him off the side of the screen, sometimes he just hangs out over there and he won't come back. So, as long as you're diligent and you keep after him, you should get your S rank on that one. This guy was a little hard to get the S rank on though, because where he sits on the screen on his horse is entirely dependent on where you are. So the farther you sit to the right here, when he first comes in, then he'll just kind of hang out in the middle. He's kind of rubber bands. So if you can get him to just sit there, now you can treat him like a regular Iron Knuckle. You have to hit him in the head. It looked like I did an unbelievable amount of damage to him a couple of times, and I have no idea why. But some of that seemed like it was luck too. But yeah, you want to get him to sit kind of in the center of the screen here like this, so you can just beat on him. usually when you hit him, it only does 2 ticks of health. But I think this next hit that I get on him, yeah, it took like half his health away, so I have no idea what happened there. But anyway, that's the strategy that I used. So this one, you have to rescue the child. So right away, right, down, right. Go all the way to the right. Don't be tempted by any of them other paths. And as soon as you get up here, go to the right. Don't go into the water. It's a hidden spot that you fall down. Hold right immediately. Jump and crouch stab over this lizard enemy. And then just walk until the mission is done. Oh, you collected child. So when you fight Barba, he's first going to spawn in the right pit. Or no, he spawns in the middle. Then he goes right. You can usually get 3 or 4 hits on him. If you get 3 or 4 on the first one, then you should be able to take him out on the second one. This last one, you have to clear the entire palace. Oddly enough, those 2 blocks that statue is on, they are walkable tiles, so you do have to jump over them, so don't get stuck on that. Go down the elevator. Immediately go left, because we have to go grab the key, so this is basically the same speed run as our grab the key. To deal with that Stalfos on the way out, but you can jump over him. There's just going to be a lot of walking to the right here. Stop to attack as little as possible if you can help it, but I don't think it matters a whole lot. There seems to be some wiggle room on this one to get your S rank. As long as you keep moving, you should get it. So keeping on going to the right. Have to take out that one. Skip the first elevator, or after the second one. I was also specifically avoiding enemies so that I wouldn't have to level up potentially. So, but you gotta go up here, grab another key. Thankfully, these rat enemies do not give experience. They usually steal it from you. Grab the key, and go back to the left. There is a fairy to the right there if you're really low on health. But if you're confident, you can skip it. There will be a couple of iron knuckles on the way here. So these are jump strategy techniques. You can stab that Stalfos in the foot. Did give me the level up. Oh no. I was trying to avoid having that level up happen, but that's okay. That was being hyper aggressive here. Just trying to run and do stuff as fast as possible. One more iron knuckle, and then we should be up to the boss. We already had the speedrun thing earlier for taking him out. So take him out just like an iron knuckle. Just jump and hit to the head. Yeah, see how he's just kind of getting too close to the edge of the screen? I was trying to avoid knocking him off. And after he's done, just run to the right. Oh, gotta grab your key first, run to the right. Throw in the gem, and that's it. So now we have Mario 2. So for this one, oops. The very first Koopa, you can just run straight under. The mushroom is in... Wait, no, sorry. This is the poison mushroom. Yeah. But But either way, still the same thing. You can run straight under the first Koopa. It's the middle question mark box. And then you want to loop around, grab it as soon as you can. I thought it was the Super Mushroom one. So, but for this one, you want to jump on the Koopa Troopa. And in these old Mario games, as long as you have downward momentum, you will bounce on the Koopas. So I'm going to try and do this one. There should be a way that I can get slightly faster time. Maybe not. But anyway. As long as you're moving downward, regardless of where your hurt box would be, you will bounce off that Koopa. So I think that 143 might be optimized. But anyway, for this one, the mushroom is in the second box. Full sprint, run under that Koopa, jump in the box. And it's immediate left turn, loop around, grab your mushroom. So for this one, for the staircase, don't jump over the top pipe. It's slower. Just drop down, jump over the Koopa, because now you're already at dash speed. And then you're just trying not to bonk on the stairs. And that'll be it for that one. Now you have to do the entire first stage. Going over these question mark blocks and dropping down makes this second jump a lot easier. And then I like to take this top path because it's just more comfortable to go over the top of that. Same thing here. Big jump, bounce off the Koopa. Yeah. I still got the S rank despite playing that one pretty passively. So. I think the same thing was for Luigi. Did most of the same stuff. Well, he can actually make that jump, which is nice. I actually had it. Oh yeah, because he can make that jump way faster than Mario can. But Luigi controls like he's on ice in this game. So there's a lot of jumps that he can make that Mario can't. Just trying to play through those stages quick. The more of the level you have memorized, the better. And then if you can have clean stairs at the start, it helps, but I didn't have clean stairs. And if you bounce off the wall, it makes getting into here a lot faster. And as soon as you come through here, start swimming as fast as you can, otherwise he'll keep falling straight down. And it's just a matter of swimming to the right as fast as you can. I think there's some wiggle room on this one, but I think as long as you don't stop moving to the right for the most part, you should be pretty good. I don't think I got hit either, but since it's an open air stage, you can swim up on top of the screen, and some of these enemies are just, they don't matter. Even the Hammer Bro there. The bloopers, you swim over them. And then there we go, we're already at the end. This one I have rather optimized. I'm pretty happy with it. But just right away at the start, just run full speed, full jump right before this piranha plant. Jump between the Koopas, full jump over these 4 Buzzy Beetles, full jump right here, and here it's a half jump, bounce off the spring, and then as soon as you land on this block, jump, as soon as you land here, jump. And if you want to, you can try my strategy here, or you can just bounce off this Koopa and hit the block. But what I try to do here is I want to land on the left side of the Koopa, but I want to land on the high left side of the Koopa, so it bounces me up into the box, and then I start falling before the Koopa starts falling, so that I bounce off the Koopa again, land on this box, immediately turn left, and climb the vine. And here you run until you get full speed, and then jump again, and you take your 24, just under 25 seconds. Alright, we're down to our last game. It's Kirby, one of my favorites. The first one's pretty straightforward, but as soon as you land falling from distance, he goes into this weird bonk state, so you're going to bounce off the ground, and then sprint immediately, suck in the enemy, just follow him. That's that one. So for this one, the first spot's kind of hard to optimize. I'm sure you could dash jump if you got frame perfect timing, but once you get up here, you want to dash so that when you bomb, you go over this enemy, because otherwise he'll damage boost you backwards. But since we got so much momentum forward, we're going to pass past him, get hit here. Why did it give me tornado for a second there? Look at that. That's weird. But bounce off the enemy, go right in the door as soon as you can. So this one's a quick copy. As soon as it starts, you want to dash right away, inhale him, and that's it. So this one I chose to jump right away, because it gives you a little bit of boost on your momentum, and then when you get all the way up to the top, you want to try to thread the needle and land right in here, and go right in the door early. So now this one is playing the entire first section of the stage. So you want to jump late here, so you go all the way over and then through these two enemies. Little jump, little jump, little jump, big jump. And then now we're here again. You want to dash, run off. Still bonking back, but that last enemy is a little bit RNG. So. Then for this one, you want to inhale two enemies right away. And then as soon as you get down here, shoot it. For whatever reason, he'll like immediately throw a bomb, shoot him out of the air, and you'll get a nice fast time. Now we have Whispered Woods. Sprint right away and immediately cut back to the left. And this boss fight is RNG. You need him to do 2 patterns of apples right away. If he ever shoots any puffs at you, you will not get S rank, so you need him. I think if he shoots puffs first, then you won't get it. But, yeah, you can get a pattern that is apples, apples. If he shoots more than one thing of puffs, or 2 puffs, or whatever it is, then you won't get S rank. Or it's when he shoots the 4 puffs that he can do, that one you won't get S rank. So this one, you don't fall far enough right at the start, where you can sprint right away, so you can sprint right away. And then you want to do tiny jump, just fall off, tiny jump, jump up the slope. I got lucky that enemy didn't hit me early on. I should have been able to dodge him better than that, but still, pretty easy. Bonkers is a little bit RNG. I found that if you run at him right away and get hit, he'll swing faster, so you can grab that first star. Keep getting hit, be aggressive. It kind of speeds him through the pattern. Boom. And then you get your S rank. So this one you have to inhale the super jump enemy right away, and then it's just a matter of jumping with the ability efficiently. So you kind of have to just react to the platforms, check where they are, or you can memorize it. It might take a few attempts. But if you lose the ability for any reason, you will not get S rank. So. This one I kind of optimized a little bit. So right away at the start, you want to sprint, do 2 big jumps, and then inhale this enemy right away, and then immediately fireball through. So now for this part, jump early, fireball as soon as you hit the ceiling, and as soon as you can, fireball again. It's going to be the same thing here. You're going to do this 3 times. Then you're going to fireball right here, fireball again, fireball again, wait, delayed fireball, go through the enemy, fireball again, run to the door. That one should be a pretty easy S rank. This one, the fastest way to beat them is inhale one and then spit it out at the other, so if you memorize the spawn pattern, it goes a little bit faster, but I don't think you need to be absolutely perfect on this one. I was kind of... a little slow, but that's fine. Still got the so I was happy with it. So now we gotta play through the entire stage 1-1. We got that same kind of jump pattern from the other speed run. But that time I got the good bounce. So you need to dash through. Because once you have Kirby running, he will stay running unless you get hit by something. He runs way faster on down slopes than he does up slopes. So you want to avoid the up slopes as much as you can. And that's it. Your S rank. So this UFO one, run to the right and inhale as soon as you get to the edge of the stage and you'll get UFO. Then just hold right until you get to the door. Now in here you want to drop down, and then hold right, and as soon as you see this gap, you want to drop down. And then when you get to this gap, go up, and then up, and then you just start spamming the beam right here. And go in the door. And it doesn't matter if you get hit in here and lose your power up, that's fine. Just sprint through, sprint through. These last two enemies can be kind of obnoxious, but if you take a hit while falling, you can enter the door pretty quick. So. And this one right away you want to dash and run off. Just run straight off. And you just keep holding right after you did the first dash because he will keep running. You want to do a full jump there, full jump there, full jump, one puff, or sorry, one fly, puff, and then full jump, take the hit, just keep going, just blocks on the top, just get through as fast as you can, and the warp star is down here, so you need to kind of turn back at the end to fall straight down. So now we have to beat the boss. It doesn't look like it, but if you pay attention, you do have the high jump ability, so use that to attack him. So I like to attack him and then loop back to the side because his pattern tends to always go back to the left, or go back to the right a lot. And if you get lucky, you'll do a lot less lightning in his pattern and kind of leave it wide open like that. But yeah, as long as you hit him just about every time that you're ready to hit him, you'll get your ass rank. Right away, you want to use your ability. And when you get to these slopes, you just run into the wall here, hold right, and you'll land right on top of this post, and then go back into your ability. And after the second slope here, you need to press the B button to end your ability. You're going to jump, and use it again until you get to the door. So this one you have the hammer power up. You want to take out some of these enemies. I only cared about the hammer for the first enemy that was there, and then here just fly up as fast as you can, weaving back and forth. You shouldn't get hit by any of the enemies. You want to grab the star as soon as you can. You get your S rank. As far as the Meta Knight one, once I grabbed the sword, I just kept swinging as fast as I could. As soon as I could hit him, just keep swinging. Even if he's behind you, you still have this little bit of back swipe where you can keep hitting him. And I was just face tanking him, just kept swinging. Boom. Should get your S rank. Alright, we're up to the last one. Here we go. So for this one, the classifieds, quite a bit of the jumps are very important. So it's a tiny jump, big jump, run off, big jump, puff, sprint off. It says it wants you to inhale an enemy there, but even though I missed, you can still jump underneath that last bird, so keep that in mind. And It wants you to inhale an enemy here, but you also don't have to. You can just kind of jump over that, bonk the first one. Because it's assuming that that mushroom enemy is going to be in the way, but he's really not. This one full, jump over the cannon, right to the door. This one, jump, jump. I got super lucky with this squid. A lot of times he doesn't jump right there, but he jumped right there, and I was so happy for that. But the rest of them, they all jump right over you. Except for here, just suck them all in. And in here, take out that one. And they have you spit on an enemy here, but I just shoot a puff at that. Swim through. Save my puff for that snail. Here you can sprint all the way down. And I took a hit. So I have 2 pixels of health left. You can suck in that enemy from behind. Once you get up here and jump up, it's just slide through all these blocks. And it's just a matter of flying up to the end. Gotta go around the blocks there. Take the S rank. That's it. That's all the S ranks. So, hopefully these will help you out. If I remember, I'll try to put chapters in the video so that you can just go between whether you want Mario Bros, Zelda, Metroid, Donkey Kong, Kid Icarus, Mario 2, Excitebike, Ice Climber, Balloon Fight, Mario 3, Adventures of Link, Mario 2, and Kirby's Adventure. So, but hope this is helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it's worth it. Hope this game is awesome for you too, because I like it. But enjoy the rest of your weekend, and good luck on getting your S ranks. Peace.